kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's golden. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Give to Brown. Runs ahead and powers its way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Give to the back. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure. To the air, it's Moss. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just twice. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's go, break. Snagged in the middle. It's King. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
The Blue Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here we go. Ready. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He tried to get out of trouble, but he goes down for the sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Mahat. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
That last completion still leaving them with a third down. Might be changing the route. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the big fella. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down.
Great job by the defense. Force the quarterback to make the throw. You keep him in front of you, get him on the ground. Now it's in fourth down. Now hopefully they bring in the punt unit and you succeed.
The kick is on its way. And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Moss. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Lacy. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Cardinals will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes the grab, pass the marker. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Blue Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Mahan. Fires to the wide end. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And they'll finally get it down after a terrific pickup. And the Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. On the ground, it's Moore. Really good job by everybody there. Well done. Good run and a first down.
How about that for efficiency on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Looking for space to the left. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed. They've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Golden. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offense has had a shot. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line. The play action fake. He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they got it down to the 23.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Little anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's Moss. Still looking on the move. He will wisely pull through the kid playing the two.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Now 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Stewart. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Back to pass, it's Mahan. Got a man, it's Moore. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry up. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Third down play from the gun. Buys a little time. Complete to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And they get him down to the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on 1st down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field.
Get ready.
It's a draw. Look out, he's got room. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Blue Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The Blue Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Mahan. Caught near the sticks, it's Brown.
That is lucky execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead, you want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Navy is running away with this one. We haven't seen this type of giddy-up from Bill the GOAT in an awful long time. They're up 14 over Florida Atlantic. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hauls it in down the sideline. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Completion to the right. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Dropping back, it's Moss. Got his man quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Golden. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. From the gun, give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job of playing physical by this defense.
Unleashes one deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make, rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points on the scoreboard there.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Mahan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They want to run it left here. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Cardinals will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Moore. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance at this.
You've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. We're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
A little screen to the running back. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Brown has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Defense wants to bring the heat. Makes the grab on third. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. But when I'm a defensive, understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Intercepted. Big play.
Nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your quarterback.
Straight in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. So now it's second and long. Rides the back on the option to give. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Mahan. Scrambling away. Rolling on the run. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throwing catch for the first down? Out by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They drag him down at number 40. He's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Grabbed in the middle. It's they'll finally get him on the ground, but number 40 makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And it's gone. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to go that first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Blue Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Here comes the option. And the ball is free on the pitch.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
That last play, just about as disastrous as it gets, and it makes it worse because now you have to deal with 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mahat. On a little time, lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. This dude would catch a knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, the wants to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching his defense. They have absolutely no answers for him.
They had the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Cardinals have a lot of options on second and inches. From the gun to give, looking for room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cardinals in the hurry up.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done.
There he goes. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Moss. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
You gotta like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
It's complete to the left, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole, and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for the team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. With the catch, it's Castle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking downfield on first down. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it
get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
To the ground, trying to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Boy, don't convert this 4th down. There will be questions to be answered. Short on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Moss. Under fire. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations. Call it speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he tackled. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Using his legs, it's passing. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Quarterback may change this route. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Soft spot in the middle. Push down for the tackle.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers to his tight ends to his running backs. Really has the ability to...
They'll make the stop with that first down. Otherwise, they should be able to nail this one out.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get north up the field with a great burst and get the first down.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That'll give us a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. That will might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the middle. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He wants a big play here late. It's picked up. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it out.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They just haven't got the rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when the defense and your team really needed it the most, they go to the irons.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays.
Turning it on.